Hello and welcome to Money Mentor, where today we're going to take a look at the artificial intelligence AI Anyword blog writing facility to see how quickly we can actually write a blog using AI. So any bloggers out there know it can take hours and hours and hours. I'm going to see if we can make a blog within about 6 or 7, 8 minutes, and then finalizing it should take about another minute or two. So hopefully we can have an entire blog done within 10 minutes. So I'm on my screen here. I can go into the blog page. I'm going to look up blog post. I'm going to start a new blog. So I've already taken a headline, which I've just taken from some keywords. How many current accounts can I have? So it's given it its requisite 5 words or more. You can type more in here, but for demonstration, I'm just going to use this information here. So you can put a whole sentence paragraph in there describing exactly what you want and exactly what your needs are, but we're going to leave it quite broad at the moment here. There's subcategory here, or the product category is personal finance, and the keywords I'm going to say are current accounts. So it will put current accounts in somewhere in the text, in the body, and probably in the intro headline. So that's the first thing we've done. The second thing we'll do is hit next, and it will come up with a title. It will make some suggestions of what title I want, but I know I want that title because that's what the key phrase I've looked for. And so, right, how many current accounts do I have? So, no, I'm going to use the one I've just said. How many current accounts can I have? So I've ignored their suggestions, although you could take the ones they've suggested here. Is there a limit to the number of current accounts you can have? So these are all suggested blog titles, but as I say, I'm going to use mine down here. Then we hit next, and it will give us an introduction or an outline, so a couple of sentences. The basics. So current account basics. What are the current accounts? Is it possible to get too many current accounts? Well, is that I always add a bottom section as well, just to pad it out a little bit, calling it the bottom line, which actually tests the AI, artificial intelligence, because it doesn't really know what to put there. So it needs to assume, or to summarize, as it were, what's been written in here before it finishes up the section on the bottom line. So we now take a hit. It's going to produce our introduction paragraph. I'm just going to skim over the introduction paragraph, because what I tend to do is I take the print from what it suggests and then I correct it on the page afterwards. So we're talking about current accounts. So its intro paragraph is, how many current accounts can I have? That's an important question, but the answer depends on where you live, what type of account you have, and whether you want to open the same institution or the same bank. We'll help you figure out exactly how many current accounts you can have based on your unique situation, and this helpful guide to current account stuff. Well, that is actually okay. It's a broad introduction, so it makes sense. It's not gobbledygook, so I will use that heading. As I said before, I put down what it's generated generally. I sometimes can correct it, but then I do the overall final correcting when I go back on my laptop WPC later. So current account basics. It's now come up with the title, as we saw. So we've got the title. That was the one I put in there. That's the intro heading. It's then suggested 1, 2, 3, and I've put the 4th bottom line title in. So we'll just, for argument's sake here, we're just going to go, I'm going to take a long. You can have the option of doing a short intro, a medium, or a long. So actually I'm going to go long on the current basics. So generate that. That'll just take a few seconds, and it's pooling all its knowledge. It's scoured the entire website before. It's pulling in all sorts of information. Importantly, it's not copying information from websites, because otherwise that would be plagiarism. And what you can do is, over here on this side, you've actually got a plagiarism checker. So it will run a quick scan to see how many duplicate words or copied words are in there, and generally it produces a originality of green, which is completely original. Not all the time. There are sometimes it does show there's plagiarism, but not yet. Right, what are current accounts? Once again, I'm going to go down for a long description of what they are. I'll let it generate it. Again, it's come out with another script there, which I will reread later. Is it possible to get too many current accounts? Right, on this occasion, I'm just going to show, I'm going to take a short answer and see what it comes out with, and then I'm going to ignore that short answer and actually ask it to generate something else. Right, okay, so we'll assume we're not happy with that, so we're going to say, do you know what, I want a better answer than that. I want a fully long answer, and I'm asking you to regenerate. Yep, regenerate. You can also regenerate by putting your own words in, so you could add a regenerate button with suggestions such as mention paid for accounts or don't mention certain accounts. So if you would have hit the regenerate button there and then put instructions in here, it would have then taken your instructions as well, which is quite a good idea. And the bottom line, well, this is an all-encompassing one, so I'm just going to again ask it to do a long, let it generate its own bottom line, which should be a summary of the others, but then we can add our own bits at the bottom line if we're not happy with how that ends up. So there we go. This is actually quite a short blog, so in the real world I'd probably check that's probably less than 525 words, so it is saying it's enough. So what I would then do is, I had checked all the plagiarism before. I'll just do it again on this bottom one to save time here. I won't go through the whole thing, but I'll check the plagiarism just to make sure that's okay. A minute to run through. It's a slightly longer bit of text, so it takes slightly longer. Plagiarism test needs 20 words minimum to operate, so if you've only written in a sentence of 5 to 10 words, it won't respond. Okay, so that's good. The plagiarism check is done. I now know from that thing there, I've got a 525 word blog. I copy to clipboard, take down, and I would ultimately just paste on another document. So that's a previous blog, I've had that, copy and paste, and then I've got that there. And then what I would do is then I would then go down and check that. So we're just about at 6 minutes. So as I said before, there's a 525 word blog there within 6 minutes. I would then spend 2 minutes at least reading the whole document, and then as I just proceed past and I don't like certain words, there's usually words in there which aren't quite right, I would just correct it. But even so, a blog that usually takes between 1 and 2 hours at best, I can get wrapped up now in less than 10 minutes overall. So I hope that was a good lesson on what Anyword AI can do. If you leave a comment in the bottom if you're thinking of using it, or give us a like if you do, and if you want to check out Anyword for free, then click on any of the banners that come up in the top side of the screen. Thank you very much for watching.